RuPaul says hello from Oregon. Welcome to our channel. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Simple Grower Homestead. Just on my way out to my garden. I planted a couple things that I started from seed inside, and I just put them outside yesterday. Put in some cauliflower and some chard. Swinging around here. So we've got some mess to clean up here. I don't want to take this off. Things are doing. First few days are always hard on these little guys. So down there I have cauliflower. This corner more cauliflower. Chard and kholrabi there. Has some kale in the middle and some let's see, what do you call it? Napa cabbage or something like that. Yeah. Well, they made it through the first night. Cover them back up so the sun doesn't get to them. And then I'll come back out later on today and give them some more water. Right on. Happy about that. So in this bed, I'm also going to be putting my peppers. They're doing awesome inside. I'll take in there here in a minute because I'm going to be doing some up potting. I got some tomatoes that I need to up pot and some peppers that are already ready to up pot. So we're going to do that a little bit later here. I actually decided to pin that cover up back a little bit. The sun's out. Feels like it's going to be kind of warm. I don't want it to get too warm in there. So give them a little bit of air. Let the wind kind of blow them around a little bit. Or the breeze. It's not really windy today. Yeah. We'll come back and check on them later. Fixing to herd some chickens here. I like to go in my garage. And there's RuPaul. You gotta keep your eye on him. And Henry, the nervous wreck. There's Dottie. Come on, chickens. Bruce squaring up. Let's go. Hey, Pooh. Alright, we're about to get into a little bit of changing the water here. This time. Got one of the Wyandottes in here. Here comes Dot and Dottie. Henry bringing up the rear. Always being cautious. Good boy, Rue. Did you see that crow? That could have been a hawk. You never know. And Henny Penny off in the distance on my porch, front porch. That's where they like to hang out. And Pooh. Huh, Pooh? Pooh is short for Mary Poopins. Alright, y'all. I'll leave you be. I'll come back and check on you later. Have a good day. Yeah. Hey, there we go right there. No, 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 nope, 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 nope. And Henny Penny's always, it's so funny, she's always getting in between them when they do that. Oh, poor Henry. You get no respect, do you, hun? Big bully. Oh, good boy, Henry. We'll call sound off in just a second. Every time. Just passing through this room to get to my grow room, but this is kind of what's turned into my fermenting room and where I store my canned stuff. Got lots of tuna left and some green beans, a couple jars of tomatoes, a few jars of beets, lots of jelly just because I don't eat a lot of jelly, and down at the bottom some salsa. So I'm doing pretty good. I am really thankful for having this food that I put up. I have a bunch of stuff in my freezer too. Anyway, there's my plum wine that's still kind of hanging out. Hopefully tasting very good. And my hard apple cider. That's pretty tasty. Anywho, I was telling you that there's some stuff in here that I need to up pot. So this is my second round of tomatoes and peppers over here. And then my first round, it's also my second round. First round of tomatoes and peppers. And these are the guys that need to be up potted. Sorry about the light situation, but I'm just going to go ahead and keep those on. I won't be in here very long. That's what I'm going to take outside here and up pot. I'll show you what I'm going to do. So here's my new fence around my garden. Looks pretty fabulous. 5 foot, those are 6 foot high fence. New higher trellis for my grapevine there. And a new trellis on the other side for the kiwi vine. Way over there yonder. Yeah. Before we get started, I wanted to show you my lemon tree. This is a Meyer lemon. Every year it does better and better. I think this is my 3rd year having this, and I've never up potted it. It's definitely time for it to be up potted. Look at all those blooms. I think last year I got 6 or 7 lemons. They're so good. And there's a lot of blossoms there, so I don't know how many lemons this tree can support, but I guess we're going to see. Hopefully we'll get a few more. So before we up pot, of course, we have to have some a medium. I like to use this indoor potting mix. There's not a lot of organics like wood in it. It's nice and smooth. And then I always add a little bit of extra perlite just for water control and so things don't get too overwatered. Yeah, and then so I used to make my own potting mix, and it's not hard to do, and yeah, it does save you a few bucks, but for my situation, I don't need a lot. If I had a big huge garden, maybe it'd be a different story, but usually one bag like this lasts me, is enough to get me through the starting season. And in the long run, it's more economical for me. After I get done up potting, I'm sure you guys have heard of this little item here. It's made by Alaska. I know it's the label's pretty faded because one of these gallons actually lasts a long time, so it's a super good buy. It's not even that expensive, really. You know, you can get it at any big box store now. You can order it off of Amazon if you're not able to get out, and yeah, you can find it just about anywhere. It's really good. It's a fish fertilizer. It's super stinky, warning, but it is really good fertilizer, especially for the vegetating part of starting, you know, before things get blossoms and start getting fruit on them. I have another product by Alaska that I use when that happens. But anyway, after I'm done up potting, and I water them in with this stuff, and it only takes a tablespoon, or you know, about one of those catfuls in a gallon of water, and that's why it lasts so long. I even use it out on my big garden. So when I start doing that, you know, I use it about once a week, sometimes twice a week, depending on how plants are looking. Yeah, you just keep on flying, Mr. Hawk. A couple years ago, one of those hawks attacked Mary Poopins when she was a baby. Had another chicken kill from a hawk when I first got him. It was pretty devastating for me because I just wasn't used to it. Alright, so let's get to up potting. So I'm bringing these guys out one at a time. They're not hardened off yet, so I don't want them to sit out here and fry. So we'll just be doing these 1 6-pack at a time. I don't know if you guys have ever grown this Soldacki pepper tomato. Alright, so here's my potting medium, and I like to get plenty in there. I just mash it down on the first handful. I mash down there. Mash down a little bit. Just out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. Then these 6-packs are convenient, and you can reuse these. Like, this is my 3rd season using these. So just squish the bottom a little bit. You don't want to tug too hard on the stem, and you don't want to squeeze the stem because it will damage the stem and your plant will not grow well. Alright. Smash that down in there. And just like that, we have our first one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of these, and then I'm going to get them watered in with the fish fertilizer. Just wanted to show you, sometimes you get a little bonus with these, and you know, 2 of the seeds that you put into the start grow in the same little pot. So in that case, you get 2 tomato plants. A little bonus in my opinion. So you just want to be really careful about breaking these apart. Their roots are intertwined. Let's see, I got 2 plants. Here, I'll show you. And also, don't be afraid of putting this tomato down kind of deep, because all these little hairs on the tomato plant will turn into roots, and it will just make the tomato plant stronger than when you put it into the ground. There you go, see? Just like that. Super easy. A bit of mix. So, down there good and deep. Not all the way to the bottom, just, you know, halfway. Good halfway. And fill that up to the top with the growing medium. Just like that. Okay, so we did the Soldacki tomatoes, and I got a bunch more tomatoes to do, but I wanted to show you up potting some peppers. I did a video last season about up potting peppers, and so you can go back and watch that, but there's nothing to it. It's pretty much the same as tomatoes, except for peppers don't grow roots along the stem, and so you don't want to plant them super deep. But This is an Ajvarski pepper. This has turned out to be my favorite sweet red pepper, and I grow a bunch of them every year. I grow sweet peppers and I grow hot peppers. And of course, I keep them separated out in the garden because they can cross-pollinate, and then you don't have hot peppers. And sometimes it affects the sweetness of the sweet peppers. So look at that. I started these on February 12th, and it's what, March 26th? 6 weeks ago? Not bad, huh? I'm going to get rid of those are the starter leaves there. And I don't know if you can see this here. On this plant, I already cut back, pruned it back. And what that'll do is cause the pepper to not just grow straight up and put peppers out, but it'll cause it to bush out. So I'll show you this one here that one of them I didn't do yet. Here's one. I just wanted to show you that little set of leaves in there. I just go ahead and cut that right off. You can pinch it, you can cut it, you can do whatever. But what that'll do is force the plant to create more branches, and then you'll have a bushy pepper plant that produces more peppers. So anyway, and here's my little pot. Just put it right in there. Like I said, you don't want to bury this deep, so just put that right on the surface. Fill up the soil, and then I'll show you what. I have my watering can, and I already have some of that Alaska fertilizer in there. Just give it a good water. And anything that's left on the bottom of the pan just gets soaked up from the bottom, which really gets the soil and for the plant as well. Okay, so I'm going to get to doing the rest of these. I'll see ya. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.